Hey everybody, hope your day is going well. We are back with another reaction. Diana Ross and the Supremes Reflections, and this was a request by Jonathan. Thank you so much for this request and donation. And I hear this is one of the last chart toppers before the original lineup changed. Is that correct? And I also saw that this was the last hit uh, of produced by Holland Dozier Holland before they left the Motown label. All right, man. Let's jump into Reflections.
Through the mirror of my mind, time after time, I see reflections of you and me. Reflections of the way life used to be. Reflections of the love you took from me. Oh, I'm all alone now. No love to shield me. Trapped in a world that's a distorted reality. Happiness you took from me and left me alone with only memories. Through the mirror of my mind, through these tears that I'm crying, reflects the hurt I can't control. 'Cause although you're gone, I keep holding on to the happy times. Ooh, when you were mine. As I peer through the window of lost time, looking over my yesterday and all the love I gave all in vain. All the love that I've wasted, all the tears that I've tasted, all the through the hollow of my tears, I see a dream that's lost from the hurt that you have caused. Everywhere I turn, seems like everything I see reflects the love that used to be. In you I put all my faith and trust, wrapped before my eyes. My world has turned to dust. After all the nights I sat alone and wept, just a handful of promises are all that's left of loving you. Reflections of the way life used to be. Reflections of the love you took from me. In you I put all my faith and trust, wrapped before my eyes. My world has turned to dust. After all the nights I sat alone and wept, just a handful of promises are all that's left of loving you. Everywhere I turn, seems like everything I see is a reflection of the love that used to be.
Wow. Oh, wow. That was a heavy hitter. Uh, Great music, great vocals, absolutely beautiful voice, and then these high harmonies, and really in the back of the mix. Oh, sometimes they weren't really even almost audible. Uh, Really, really cool song. But then, you want to nod your head, but then you hear some of these lyrics, right? Heartbreaking. I love the usage of the different types of reflections that one goes through after heartbreak. You reflect on your own life, you reflect in the mirror, you look at yourself, you reflect the mirror through the mirror of your mind, and then you see reflections of a life that used to be, the life that is gone, reflections of the love that's gone. You're left with false promises. That's the only thing that is left. You tasted tears, you see the dream that's lost, all the hurt that this person has caused. Oh, There's amazing writing in there. Uh, really, really great use of that metaphor and the literal sense of it. Really, really great. I love the organ that you can hear in this song as well. And then, that tambourine and it's like you really want to nod your head. It's not an entirely upbeat or happy type song like in the music. Sometimes you really have this uh, fight inside your head with really upbeat, like feel good music with heartbreaking lyrics. Here it's more balanced. I do want to nod my head to it, but then you hear some of these lines like, "Oh God, that's tough." Wow, this is a great, great song. It just sounded so good. I, it's one of those songs I immediately want to go back to.
All the tears that I tasted,
Listen to that foot.
through the heart.
Those were the harmonies I was talking about. Like almost barely audible, but really like it. Yeah, the hairs on your arms and your neck stand up if you hear that. Man, it's such a great composition too.
Hollow of my tears, I see a dream that's
Bass.
lost from the hurt that you have caused. Everywhere I turn, seems like everything I see.
Man, I would play this over and over. It's such a great song. And you feel it in her voice too, the emotion everywhere I turn. I can't get away from this. I cannot get away from this feeling. I'm holding on to it, kind of, this old love. We want to hold on to it even though it's gone. You can't get away from it. You peer through the windows of lost time. Beautiful lines in here. Really, really, really beautiful lines. And just an all around great song. Wow. Yeah, the Supremes, man. I've reacted to a few songs of them. Really enjoyed it. I was aware of them, of course, before I started this channel, but I wasn't aware of how big they were. Sometimes it's hard to recognize or understand the impact certain artists and bands have made, even long before you were born, and then long after. With some artists and bands, because there's just so much uh, documentaries or talk about, or depending on which household you grew up in or which country you grew up in, you're going to hear more about one or the other, right? Like the Beatles, for example. Like I know they had a big impact. I knew that before the channel, but some of these artists, I knew just an inkling of it, but I had no idea how big and impactful the Supremes were. I knew they were famous, I knew they were big, but I didn't understand the size of it. So thank you for filling me in and informing me a little bit about them. And I truly appreciate that. I learned so much from the comments alone. So thank you. And looking forward to more of their music. So any recommendations are welcome. Hope to see you in the next one. And if you're feeling up to it and you want to subscribe to the channel, that is very appreciated. It does help out a lot. Thanks again. Hope you have a great day. Goodbye.